Today on Drawbli,
we're looking at the art of Puba 24.
I am a huge fan of this artist. They have such a unique, recognizable, awesome style.
And a very large body of work. I will go ahead and say right now for this artist, you want to go to the link below and click because we only can look at so many artworks on our channel
We'd
per
be here all
video.
day.
We would be here all day. There's a lot of very cool stuff I had to choose from.
You know, we've been looking at some artists recently that I think are really great to study in terms of specifically form. This is one of those artists that you want to get in and study, in my opinion.
He does a lot too with color. Like a lot of his pieces, that first one we looked at was a good example. It was everything had a yellow cast to it. It was all done in yellow. And here we have kind of this dreamy, nostalgic, desaturated look too. Everything's within the right color family.
Kind of like a children's book color vibe. But yeah, it's almost like they color grade their work in terms of the vibe that they want. This is really cool in terms of just like lighting.
Yeah, I had to choose between this and there was this other like image that was a series of this little detective like sketched out and all these different panels, but I thought this was so cool.
I love the vibe. Love it so much.
Me too, me too.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I actually haven't seen too much animation stuff from this artist, so this is cool to see.
Yeah, they have actually plenty of it, and I included it because I feel like it shows so much motion and idea of what they're conveying here. I love the sloshing of the orange juice here. That's so cool.
Such a hard angle to draw the face from as well. Yeah, so this character, I think I've seen a lot from them. So I don't know if they have like their own personal IP or like comic or something, but yeah, this is like the classic that I see from them a lot.
They might. In all of the images I looked at, this character came up a lot, so I think you're right. They skateboard,
And I love like you said, kind of the colors here. It feels like the era of colors you would see in like Goofy movie era, like early 90s Disney
I get
film.
an Iron Giant feel
Or
from the faces too.
Same era of cartoon. I'm just talking that era in general. But yeah, the color grading feels within that realm.
I gotta include any Medusa art I see. Gotta have a Medusa.
So is this a Percy Jackson reference, or maybe just,
That's a good question.
something similar?
Yeah, that could be. That could very well be, actually, since it's like two modern guys. Yeah. You know what? I'll just say yes. It's totally Percy Jackson related. It might not be.
Yeah, I love this though too. Like the storytelling is awesome here.
I love this soldier character down here in the corner that's been turned to stone. What a great rendering there. That's awesome. I love the dedication to all this detail in this piece.
That would be such a fun practice to do as well, to like draw a human character, but attempt to get the material to feel like stone, attempting to paint them in such a way.
Material rendering is hard.
Okay, we have
Like a conversation happening.
Oh, is that okay? So like, hey, let's play some video games.
No video games, gotta go. Let's call this guy on the phone. Don't you dare. Okay. And then, I don't know. There might have been more to it. Maybe there wasn't. I love this last panel though. It reminds me of some of the Prince of Egypt design work for faces from Prince of Egypt.
Yeah, it does. It does have that vibe. But I love the styles of these characters. They're so fun.
And again, like the cohesive color of like yellow being very permeating throughout. I love that so much. Beautiful design. This is really cute.
Yeah.
We have like the statue man and the ghost girl.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Little star-crossed lovers.
Aw. I love the painting on this pole, like the patina on some of it.
Like where we can see it's like scratched off, flecked off paint.
Yeah, and what's like the clothing and the style of this lamp/clock post really tells you a lot about like the time period and maybe the location. That's really cool.
Yeah, these are nice details. This is cute. So this is total, like, to me, like Iron Giant faces, for sure. I love that movie. And we have 4 of these cute little images.
Hey, let me play. Yeah. I know exactly where this is going.
Yes. It's so adorable.
Oh,
it looks like he's about to bite him.
Yeah, I am just such a big fan of this artist. You're right. Like I'm in love with their style, but the more I'm looking, I see so much cool stuff going on with their lighting and colors.
And this is opposed to some artists we've looked at that really push shape language a lot. I feel like this artist stays a little more in bounds of realism in ways. Like the dimensions and proportions feel very believable.
Yeah, they're not like pushing things to a breaking point.
Yeah, it's not like they just drew a swirly line and like drew a character along that, but there is still a lot of really delightful push nonetheless.
Yeah. Like I said, the style's right up my alley personally.
Yeah. They have a lot of cool skateboarding scenes. So if you like cool skateboarding scenes.
I do. I love cool skateboarding scenes.
Yes, there's more where that came from.
Yeah, it's really cool to see how they do their environments as well. I find that the more simple of an object you can find from an artist, the easier it is to like pick up on aspects of their style. Because when you're looking at so many characters, it's kind of hard to pinpoint exactly all the elements.
What is it they're doing? Yeah. I love this one of this man coming out of like a subway in the winter, but it's painted to look like it's a memory in a movie.
Oh yeah, it does have that vibe to it. Yeah, and this is one that's like maybe pushed a little more in terms of perspective, like really shrinking down on that lower portion. This is crazy.
Can you imagine just
wow.
drawing a room full of people?
I love the perspective here as well. Like we're at the party, maybe upstairs looking down. Like I feel like I'm at this party.
And the lighting being primarily from this TV screen to light everybody is such a, that would be so hard.
This is genuinely such an insane, complex scene. This must have been so hard to plan out.
Yeah, because some of the characters are blocking light to other characters, and I feel like this artist has mapped that out as well. Like they know like what light is expected to hit which characters and where.
There's just so much going on. Like this character reaching in here and this guy's like, what's going on there, you know? And just like two people talking, one person listening in on the conversation. That's like, there's so much interaction happening.
Right.
I love it.
The time that must have taken. I love this guy especially who's like dancing here, this old-timey dance, because this, to capture this little moment with his leg raised here, there's just a lot of life and energy here. Something we talk about a lot is like, how do you keep the energy from a sketch into like a refined drawing? And I presume there was a sketch prior to this, but I feel like we've retained so much energy in this little piece with his motion.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I really love the way this artist does their hands as well with these like soft, blocky shapes. They're so squishy, yet they retain like a kind of rigid form.
Yeah,
like,
they're really cute.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Me too.
This is me when I'm gaming.
I'd included that because it's you when you're gaming.
Yeah, wait, that one's me.
That one is more so you.
How could you do that? How could you leave me? Thought we were a team.
I love that most people's expressions on this subway of this person who's about to play guitar is like, why are you doing this? This girl here looks interested.
Yeah.
Beautiful lighting though in this subway. Oh, I just love that we have so much like bright light behind these characters, but they're not like cast into darkness. They're still just very brightly lit from every angle.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Very beautiful.
This artist does such a great job of telling a story, and you know, there's elements like I went into this artist being like, oh man, I love this artwork, but like now I feel like I have an even deeper appreciation.
Yes, and I feel like, you know, it's not just one shape fits every character. This character has a lot of dimensions that are clearly like unique to the reference, which I absolutely love. It's just, you know, nothing's really like phoned in. It's not like, oh, I just do the same thing I always do. It still feels very put to the subject matter.
Nice. Yeah, that's very true. And if you want to don't do the thing you always do, click that subscribe button down below.
And this is the part where we say
Goomba.